Hey everybody, how's it going? Hope you're having a lovely day. So usually on this channel I show you videos of a kitty, and today we're going to be making a minor change and showing you a video of a fishy. A fishy is like a kitty, except the kitty is on the land and the fishy is in the water. So that fishy over there is, I'm not sure if that's a butterfly koi. I know the ghost is hiding. See the one with the blue tail? You can barely see it. See, right under the redfish that you can see. Yeah. He's completely black besides his tail. There you go. You can see his tail, the blue part. That's a butterfly koi. He's a very beautiful, majestic fishy. Now, over there is a bright orange one that has the same blue thing on the tail, but he doesn't have barbells. So I don't know if that's a koi or a goldfish. But I do know that the brightest orange fish down there used to be a blackfish, and he has turned orange, which is crazy. And the only parts that are dark color he has left is at the end of his fins, which is really beautiful. Most of the fish over here that are smaller are fish that were born in June of last year. That's a fish that I bought at the store. That's Jayfish and Joyfish over there. The ones that have the spots, the blue spots that are blue and orange and black. That over there is Sharky. Actually, no, it's Larry. You see, that one's Larry. The one that has the treads on the top. Kind of looks like a specialty Nike running shoe or something they make on the anniversary. That's a fishy. And if you want to see what it's like to feed a fishy, watch this. I'm going to feed a fishy. You're about to see some piranhas come out. The water is calm right now because I have the filters and the oxygen pumps off for a very short period of time while I'm refilling stuff. But it makes it easier to see everything. And as you can see, they come out like sharks, like piranhas. Venomous, predatory fish. Look at them. I'll try to get a little bit more so that they're not fighting. I hope like every fishy gets a pellet. This is a communist pond. To each according to their ability, to each according to their need. Very communist fish pond. Every fishy gets a pellet. Even if they're a slow fishy or a not athletic fishy. Because usually the fast fishy just steals the pellets from the slow fishy. Kind of like the Clinton stealing the food from the blackberry. I saw a ghost come up for a pellet. See, that's Ghost. Look at that majestic fish. That is. The thing is, Ghost, I think Ghost is mostly fin and not actual body. Like there are fish that are bigger or fatter than him, but he looks bigger because of that gigantic tail, and it's beautiful. He is a pretty fish. It's starting to get cold out here in Texas. It's 47 degrees. Now, it takes a while for this 9,000 gallons of water to get cold, but once they start to feel the cold, they're not going to be moving around as much anymore. I've thought about putting a heater in the water. However, I don't feel like spending as much as Elon does on his Memphis data center just so that my fish don't have to hibernate. Think about that. Think about that as a human. If the water is cold, you just get out of the water and you find someplace warmer. Can you imagine if you were stuck in cold water and you literally couldn't get out? Like imagine going into a cold swimming pool, but not being able to get out of it. That is how a fish do, as a Frank would say. And that has to suck. Also, check out this one over here. This is really unique. So he has a shiny spot on the top that almost looks like he's glowing. The camera is doing a really bad job, the Android phone, of picking that up. But from an angle, it looks like right in the middle of his fin and his back. Yeah, see that? See that? It looks like he has like a spot that's glowing. That's beautiful. The fishy has PPV out SO LCD backlit. You have backlight voltage. Good fishing. Especially from this angle. See that? It really looks like he has a light inside of him. He's being covered by other fish right now. They're jealous. That's a beautiful fish. I had somebody offer me $1,500 for ghosts, and I asked what they were going to do, what kind of tank, and they said they were going to eat him. It's like, what? Yeah, I thought you were selling your fish. Fuck no. You can't eat my fucking fish. Get out of here. I don't care how much you pay. You're not eating my fishy. That's it. They're still looking for food. All right. That's about it, fishy. I really do have to make the hose system nicer. I keep saying I'm going to make this nicer, and I keep putting it off. I haven't fixed this thing either. So when I got here, the reason that this is dead, so firstly, only half of these were actually, only half of those plants were actually getting water. A bunch of them were dead already. But this, you may notice how like the black trim there, it's like not going all the way. So the water was slowly leaking out when it got over there because that was never pulled up all the way. And in one of the areas in the beginning, it is ripped and torn. So I have to remove all those rocks and then remove all the plants in the dirt. And then after removing all that, then redo the vinyl. And that's been something that I've been procrastinating forever and probably will continue to. That thing is ghetto. It's like, that's inexcusable. That's bad. That's bad. That's not a real waterfall. But the UV light and the pipe sticking out of it, that's so disappointingly ghetto. But if I put it off until I could make it nice, then I wouldn't have the filter for my fish, and there would be more algae in the pond in the summertime. So if it's a choice between making it look good or just getting it done so that my fishy has nice clean water that looks like this. Look at how beautiful this water is. Like, that's clean, clear water. I'm happy. Oh, look, Larry has that little reflective thing on the top of him too. Cute fishy. Anyway, that's about it for today. And as always, I hope you learned something. Say goodbye to Ghost, the butterfly koi. He doesn't have a light on him. He's invisible. It's crazy how you can't see him at all on camera because of all the reflections in the water and his color, or lack of color there is. See you in the next one.